It's my life, it's now or never.
Hi, I'm Stacy Blackman, president of Stacy Blackman MBA Admissions Consulting. And my Tuesday tip for today has to do with your ideal MBA application timeline and in particular your candidacy phase. So I get asked a lot about the ideal timeline for the MBA application process, and that really varies person to person. But I can tell you that every application process should have two phases. The first is a candidacy phase where you really work on evaluating yourself as a candidate and tweaking aspects of your candidacy so that you can become a really ideal candidate. And the second is a more tactical phase where you're working on essays and resume and recommendations. So if you are watching this video, and that means that you're probably considering applying to business school, the candidacy phase of your process should begin right now. And I'll talk to you about a couple of things for you to think about with regards to your candidacy. So the first thing that you can look at is your GPA. Look at your overall GPA, and in particular quantitative courses, calculus course, classes that will be important to an MBA admissions committee. And if you're weak in some of those classes, sign up for a class at a local university or college and take those classes and make sure you get a good grade. Another thing that you can think about is recommendations. Who is going to write those recommendations for you? Think about who your recommenders will be and really start working now on building meaningful relationships with them so that they're excited to write a really powerful letter on your behalf. Something else to think about are extracurricular activities. If you don't have any activities right now, think about your passions and your interests and build on those. So there's no right or wrong way to be involved. What matters is doing something that you're really passionate about and having an impact. If you already do have extracurricular involvements, think about ways to make those even stronger, to take on more of a leadership role or become more innovative or more involved. And then the last thing that you can think about right now is your career. So are you doing your best? Are you stepping out of your box and really taking initiative, taking on new projects, being creative? Are you managing people? Is there any way that you can accelerate your career, be considered for a promotion? Can you take on extra projects like recruiting or spearheading volunteer initiatives within the office? So all of those things will help ramp up your resume and the things that your recommenders can talk about and the things that you can talk about in your essays and just make you a stronger candidate. Other things to think about. Are you involved with your alma mater? Could you potentially do alumni interviewing or help with fundraising? Get involved or lead a club for your alma mater. That type of involvement is really valuable to an admissions committee. So now it's the time to think about all of those things. Take stock of who you are as a candidate now before you have to start writing those essays, and make sure that you're doing everything you can to put your very best foot forward. So the quote for today is by Samuel Johnson, and it is, "Nothing will ever be attempted if all possible objections must first be overcome." That's it. Have a great week.
It's my life.